Children, let us continue the chapter triangle. Now let us discuss about the converse of Pythagoras theorem. Statement and proof of the converse of Pythagoras theorem. You already learnt about the Pythagoras theorem. You know the statement of the Pythagoras theorem, that is, in a right angle triangle, square of the hypotenuse is equals to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Now here it's converse of Pythagoras theorem means here if the square of one side of a triangle is equals to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then those two sides means then the angle opposite the first side is right angle here. In the case of Pythagoras theorem, we will take the triangle which is right angle triangle, and we are proving that square of the hypotenuse is equals to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Here in the converse of Pythagoras theorem, we don't know the triangle is right angle triangle or not. How you can clear whether it is a right angle triangle or not? Here, if square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side is right angle. Angle opposite the first side is a right angle. Here the statement says that in a triangle, if square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, means in triangle ABC, if AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square, AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square, then the angle opposite to the first side means here AC, angle opposite to the first side is right angle, means which is the angle opposite to the side AC, that is angle B. Then angle B is equals to 90 degree. Angle B is equals to 90 degree. If AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square, then angle B is equals to 90 degree. That is the converse of Pythagoras theorem. Here we are taking if for AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square, then for angle B is equals to 90 degree, means it becomes right angle triangle. If in a triangle, if square of one side is equals to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then it is a right angle, and the angle opposite to the first side, the greater side, is right angle. That is the converse of Pythagoras theorem. Now let us prove the converse of Pythagoras theorem. That is, here it is given in a triangle, if square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides, then the angle opposite the first side is right angle. The statement is given like this way, and here according to the statement, here we are given that ABC is a triangle have the triangle ABC. So we are given a triangle ABC in which AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. We are given a triangle ABC in which AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. And what you have to prove? We need to prove that what we have to prove? We have to prove that the angle B, which is opposite to the first side AC, is 90 degree. That we have to prove. And to start with, here there is a necessity of construction. What you have to construct? Here you construct one more triangle PQR or DEF, whatever it may be, and that is right angle triangle. So let us have one triangle, and here it is a triangle PQR, and that is a right angle triangle at Q. Here let us construct a right angle triangle, that is, let us construct the triangle PQR right angled at Q such that PQ must be equals to AB. PQ must be equals to AB and QR must be equals to BC. QR must be equals to BC. So you write the construction here. Construct triangle PQR right angled at Q, right angled at Q such that PQ is equals to AB. PQ is equals to AB and RQ is equals to BC and QR is equals to BC. QR is equals to BC. Here there are two triangles. Here one is a given triangle ABC and second one is the triangle constructed by us, that is triangle PQR. The triangle PQR is constructed in such a way that angle Q must be equals to 90 degree and PQ must be equals to AB and RQ must be equals to BC. Now here you know that it is definitely triangle PQR is a right angle triangle which is constructed by 2. Apply the Pythagoras theorem to the triangle PQR here. So you write in triangle PQR. What is that? Which is the hypotenuse here? You know that PR is the side opposite to the right angle. So PR is the hypotenuse. You take PR square is equals to PR square is equals to PQ square plus QR square. Reason you know, angle Q is equals to 90 degree, that is by the Pythagoras theorem. As angle Q is equals to 90 degree, here what you are used, that is Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is used here. Now here in the place of PR, here you write PR is equals to PR only. Next you know PQ is equals to that, you know PQ is equals to AB and RQ is equals to BC. So in the place of PQ write AB square and in the place of QR you write BC square. So that is by construction. Reason what you can give here, by construction. So you consider this is first year. But what is given here? It is given that AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. That is given here. That is given, and you consider this is second year. And from first you know that RHS are equal here. In the first RHS is AB square plus BC square. In second also RHS is AB square plus BC square. Therefore LHS must be equal here. As RHS are same, LHS must be equals. Here the things which are equals to the same thing. From first and second you can write PR square is equals to AC square. So AC square is equals to PR square means you will get AC is equals to PR here. What you will get? As AC square is equals to PR square, you will get AC is equals to PR, that is from first and second it is. From first and second. So you consider this is third one here. This is third it is. PAC is equals to PR is third one. Now you take the triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Now you take these two triangles and prove that they are congruent. By using any one of the congruence rule, you can prove that they are congruent. Once you prove that they are congruent means the corresponding angles, corresponding parts become equals, corresponding angles become equals. So then you can say that Q is equals to B. As Q is 90 degree, B also becomes 90 degree. Then you got the proof that angle B is equals to 90 degree. So first you write the names of the two triangles here. So you write in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So here which congruence rule that you can use here, and it is proved that AB is equals to PQ, that you got here by construction. Similarly BC is equals to QR, that is also by construction. And you proved that here AC is equals to PR. In the third you got it. In the third you got it that is AC is equals to PR. Therefore you can write here AB is equals to PQ, right? PQ. BC is equals to QR. BC is equals to QR. That is by construction. These two are by construction. Next, AC is equals to PR, that you proved here by 3. Here in 3 you got it. So you can take from 3 it is. From 3. Then you can write therefore triangle ABC. Therefore you can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Which congruence rule is used here? You don't know that? Yes. Here congruence rule is SSS congruence. SSS congruence. Therefore here you can write that angle B must be equals to angle Q. Here it is these two triangles becomes congruent. So angle B must be equals to angle Q here. So the reason what you can give here, CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle here. CPCT you can give. You know that as angle Q is equals to 90 degree, angle B must be equals to 90 degree here. But angle Q is equals to 90 degree. That is construction that you have done. So what is the reason here? That is the construction. Construction is done like that way only. So angle Q is equals to 90 degree. Angle Q is equals to 90 degree. Therefore angle B must be equals to 90 degree. That is, as angle B is equals to angle Q, here angle Q is 90 degree means angle B must be 90 degree. Here you got the result here.